Okay, Dream call. Dream's calling. Yes. Bro, yes, Dream, I needed you to call bad.
You're like,
Yo,
bro, it's like, what are you doing? Bro, it's like, everyone, like, bro, it was like, I'm taking over everyone. Oh my God.
no.
All right. Listen, let's roll it back,
Okay,
roll it
let
back,
me
roll it
reset.
back. Jeez. That was bad. Bro needs to like calm down.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, so the biggest thing to know is that we want to provide every server with the opportunity and the option to be a part of the system. It's like everyone's gonna agree. 100% everyone's gonna agree. It's like that's not the main goal. The main goal is to provide a system that's intuitive for everybody. So like it's able to be used by whoever wants to. It's like we're gonna provide it as the public plugin that can be used by any server. It doesn't matter what server you are. You can have 2 players, 100 players, 1,000 players. You'll be able to as well.
Bro,
So
why? I feel like you should have done this stream instead of me.
well, I wasn't expecting you to do that. I think you're just gonna hop on the server and just start playing.
I was trying to explain what the system is.
Also, just to be clear,
why
like
we're doing it.
I don't want to publicize any partnership. You like specifically mentioned Mining Club as an example. Like we have not like there's no official partnerships. Obviously, PvP Club and Donut SMP have both agreed to be a part of it officially. But outside of that, we've had a lot of discussions with a lot of servers, and I hope we can involve everybody. And we'll probably have custom solutions for different servers. But no one is officially
got it. Okay,
anything, so.
I take that back.
Yeah, but the idea is to basically bring the community together and allow one cohesive system to have Minecraft PvP, and a big part of that will be kind of making decisions objective and vanilla, and so making it so that Minecraft has a way. Basically, we want it to feel like it's Minecraft PvP's dual system, right?
Yeah.
So like you can basically play anywhere. Like you're able to play on any server. You're able to connect from anywhere. From clients like Lunar, so on and so forth. Just so like you can just duel up against anybody and fight in a PvP duel from anywhere. And that will increase the queue sizes because across, if you imagine you're able to queue against people from Donut SMP or from, maybe eventually Hypixel, like if just basically everybody, if you're able to increase the queue sizes, you'll have better matchups. You'll have matchups that are closer to you, so you have better ping. And then also putting ourselves, something that I think is really cool is that, Donut and I, of course, we already make money off of YouTube and our own projects. And so we're just going to put everything into it. Like we're not going to make a single dollar of profit off of MCPVP is the idea. We want to take all the profit it makes and just put it back into the community, doing big tournaments, having top players make money, having, more servers everywhere. So there's better hosting, so on and so forth. But
yeah, my little brother's asking in chat, will it be available on a sandal?
What does that mean?
Like, can he play it on every device? Like, can Bedrock play?
Yeah. Right now, Bedrock can play. We want to optimize things and have things be have there be like sorting, so you can like see the top Bedrock players and stuff as well. But yes, they can. Bedrock can play. But right now they're on the Java edition, like PvP. So it's like you have the hit cooldown. And also, I hope that this helps Minecraft. Like Minecraft will eventually make decisions to bring the community more together. Like I hope they help standardize kind of PvP and make PvP do PvP updates. But
yeah. I feel like the part of the problem is that not everyone's gonna understand it from like, I don't know. I feel like it takes so long to explain the whole system that no one's gonna be able to understand it when they just tune in.
That's the best thing about it is that you just want to make it it's just intuitive. The idea is super simple. You can duel from anywhere against anybody, and so if you're, regardless if you're on a Minecraft server or just on a or queuing from the website or just wherever, you can basically just queue against anybody from anywhere in duels.
Yes,
and
cool.
we can confirm like the competitive integrity and handle the matchmaking and handle the basic stuff. And then we don't want to compete. Like we don't want to be a Minecraft server. I think that is a huge important thing. Is like we don't want anybody to view this as a Minecraft server, and we don't want to view it as a Minecraft server at all. It's a system, and so like we want to provide resources to the Minecraft servers, and we don't want to compete in any way. Like we don't want to make mini games. We don't want to make we want to have a hub that just literally redirects you to other servers, as an example, so that you can just find other like cool PvP communities to be a part of. And we want to let the communities like make their decisions and decide where they want to play and who they want to play with and the servers they support. Because you won't be playing on MCPVP like ever. It's not really like a thing to play on. You'll just be playing
Right.
on Donut SMP, and then you'll do a duel, and it's through the MCPVP system. But like to you, it's just you're still playing on Donut SMP, and Donut SMP can utilize that for their players as well, and same thing for every individual server.
Yeah. Okay. Do you guys understand it now?
But yeah, there will be a lot of really cool things with the actual tiers, like challenges, which are kind of like tier testing, but they're more automatic. So you're able to you can slash challenge people in game, but there also can be challenges set up between players. And we want to have big like title fights and stuff as well, and brackets, tournaments, and et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah. We want to make it into like an actual esport. Like Dream said this in the staff. We were in a staff call earlier talking to a bunch of staff members from MC Tiers, and he said, I guess he explained a lot of this to them already, but Dream has already talked to people who do like in-person events. So I think it's gonna be, we're definitely are gonna have like in-person events and in-person tournaments and big cash prize, I guess tournaments, or is it title fights, or I don't know exactly what the fights are gonna be
Both
yet.
for sure. I think
But
you'd have tournaments, you'd have title fights, you'd have both.
that's definitely going to be a thing. That's not even just like a hope for the future. I think that's like something. I mean, I can't really put a date on it, but yeah, we're definitely are going to do that as part of the plan for MCPVP. Also, the name of this thing is mcpvp.com. It's just like, I guess, just view it as just a system that every server is coming together.
Yeah, it's kind of like the NCAA. I don't know if you guys know what that is, like a sports organization, or like the NFL or something, like where it gets together and instead of the teams, it's like servers, right? So it's bringing all these servers together to compete and have their players compete against each other, and provide funding and advertising and connect them with marketing and media and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
So it's not meant to be like someone's asking, is it like a server or a mod? It's actually neither. I mean, it's a system. So it is a plugin.
Yes.
So you can have it. It also is a mod. So you can have a mod. And it also is a server, but it's not really any of those things independently.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I think people understand it a lot now. Okay. Thank you. I didn't know where to begin. There's so much to explain, I feel like.
Yeah, there's a lot to explain. I think just generally probably playing with people and just having fun, and then like over time. Right now it's in like a closed alpha. So what that means is just that people can just play, like only people that are whitelisted, and Donut will just whitelist some people. There's already some staff people whitelisted. And everything is in a very like alpha state. So it's meant there's gonna be bugs, there's gonna be issues, but we want to get it out there and then test things, figure it out. And Donut made it seem like it's actually further out than it is. Like we've been working on things infrastructure wise for a very long time, like over a year in terms of the actual like development. But in terms of like fine tuning the server itself, that's been more in the last like month or so. But those are smaller things because everything is so simple. It's meant the infrastructure is the hard part, and the server itself is actually like a lot easier.
Yeah. And we're still deciding on what kits are actually going to be the main, or what like game modes are going to be used to like decide who's going to be the top Minecraft player, or how we're going to rank the players. Like for example, the way MC Tiers did it is that they made a bunch of different kits based on what was popular in the past, and kits that are just fun and competitive. And what we want to do is we want to try to decide what actually decides who the best Minecraft PvPer is, like Minecraft PvPer. Like for example, what MC Tiers did in the past was they added like certain unvanilla things that made the PvP experience more competitive, but didn't actually decide who was the best Minecraft player. So we're doing it more based on who's the best Minecraft player instead of what is necessarily like a little more competitive.
Yeah. Yeah, you're making decisions instead of like a subjective decision on like what's a more fun, item or whatever, just based on like what would you actually PvP with. And so things are split up into skills and stages of the game. And so like Crystal Kid is kind of like the end stage of the game, so it's end game. And for our system right now, it's like I think you should just log on, honestly.
Yeah,
just,
yeah,
like,
I'm on right now.
Hop on
Yeah.
oh, you are, okay. I have your stream. Pause. Oops.
Yeah. So we have it separated into the game, like early game, mid game, and late game. We have those as 3 stages of the game, and then we also have other Minecraft like skills. Why did we decide to do these skills? How did you describe it?
Really, if you're trying to figure out the best player in Minecraft, what do you like? What Minecraft PvP, like combat specifically? What are the things that are important? The important things are their specific skills, like their specific combat skills, and then also their like how good they are at stages, like different stages of the game, like realistic stages of the game with inventories that you actually would have.
Yeah.
And so like your skills, it's like, well, I mean, like sword, of course, is one of the most important skills. And so how do you test a sword skill?
This is how we explained it. A sword is used in pretty much every kit, and that's why. Well, no, because I don't know.
It's just obviously one of the most important. I think that that's a subjective decision, but I think that that's a discussable decision. Like, what are the most important skills? And I think that sword is. Everyone pretty much agrees that sword is one of the most important Minecraft skills. And so, how do you test sword? Well, I think MC Tier's kit and stuff is really good for testing sword, right? Like, it's just a sword and the armor. And then same thing with like where axe kit is now called shield, but it's because you're testing your shield skill. Like you're not testing your axe skill, you're testing your shield skill specifically, and you need the axe to disable the shield, and you need bow and arrow to shoot people, and then you can block them with the shield. And
I think these two skill kits are like the most like the ones that make the most sense. Well,
yeah, and they're also the exact same.
What do you mean? How are they the same in what way? Yeah, the kits are the same as MC Tiers. Yeah. And then pot. Wait, explain why we think pot is good to have as one of the main skill kits.
Well, I think that comes down to pot being like an iconic game mode that has been around for a super, super long time, which is also how we even chose the name, like MCPVP. It's like the first server I ever joined on Minecraft was mcpvp.com. It was in 2012 or 2011, and it was just like a survival. It was kind of like Donut SMP in a way. Like you just joined, it was like a survival world, and you're able to like raid people and kill people and fight. And it was the first, as far as I know, it was the first ever competitive Minecraft like server, like the biggest and first. And so going back to that and taking that history and moving it to now, I think that's part of it. But also, pot has many skills that you do use. Like as an example, you have speed in that kit. It's one of the only kits where you have speed. So you're fighting with speed. You're fighting with potions. You're buffing yourself. You're keeping track of your buffs. Your inventory refilling. And so those are kind of 3 or 4 skills that are really strongly represented by pot. But that is just more of a like decision to be made, like if people like it, then they like it, and if they don't, then they don't.
We need to decide what. I mean, we already did a good amount of thinking for each of these kits. Not all of them are perfect yet. I think the vanilla one actually all these kits are vanilla, but the crystal kit I think is one of the best kits. Sword, axe, sword, shield, and crystal I think are the best, like most thought out kits. Because shield and sword I think are already perfect. Because they're pretty simple. And then the crystal kit, I think I've tested it with like all the best crystal PvPers, and they agree that this is probably the best kit that is not only one of the most survival vanilla kits that there are for the end game of Minecraft PvP, but it's also super competitive. And turns out like like you can tell who's the best Minecraft player from this kit super easily. It's not like it doesn't take like hours to fight either.
More about it's more about it's trying to find like what would you actually bring on a server. Like if you join a survival server right now and you were to go fight and experience most fights, like what would you bring to a fight?
Wait, let me duel you so I can show.
I think there's gonna be a lot, like no one likes change. There's gonna be a lot of like controversial things, and things will like get adjusted as well. You're gonna kick my butt, but
we don't even have to like try that hard in the fight. But this
is the kit. You should fight a top like crystal player.
yeah, probably. But this is the kit that we thought was the most survival vanilla kit, and it seems crazy, because there are so many totems, and in Minecraft, in MC Tier's tier list that existed for years, there was always like a maximum amount of totems that you could bring, because because their goal to make the kit more vanilla was just to make fights actually have an ending point they just limited the amount of totems, which I think is a lot less survival and a lot less vanilla than what is actually on the survival servers and how people actually fight. And then when the best players in the game actually do fight in this kit, it usually doesn't even end up in a drain scenario where you're like running out of items. It usually, and this is what happens in survival too, it usually ends in like a quick drop insta kill scenario, which I think is super good, because then fights won't like last an hour long every fight, which usually has happened for the last, I don't know, 4 years of Minecraft PvP in MC tiers. And yo, sword with the raid. Okay, I feel like we should just.
You should just add some. You should just add some people and just start like dueling and spectating and like just you just hop on a call with some people, and like I would be worse at that because I can't play Crystal. And I think you should probably just mostly play Crystal, but you can do sword and all the other ones. But
yeah, I think so too. Okay, all right. Thanks for explaining it. I was struggling there.
Cool.
All right. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. You see, be less certain. Things are not as certain as you're making it out to be. Like it's not. It's the thing we're figuring it out with the community in alpha.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing. We want everyone's input, and we want to figure things out together as a community to make sure that this is the best thing possible for everybody. So that's the most important thing. We're not certain about everything, and it'll be things will adjust. So
yeah. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Fun.
See you. Thanks, bro.